www.healthsplatform.com. High blood pressure? These three things could save your life. In case you're worried about your high blood pressure, you're right to be. High blood pressure is known as the silent killer for a reason. Albeit high blood pressure normally doesn't cause manifestations, it devastatingly affects our well-being. Hypertension is the essential or contributing reason for in excess of 1,300 deaths consistently in the U.S. That is somebody kicking the bucket consistently. It's one of the main sources of two of our most dreaded sicknesses, heart attack, and stroke, and furthermore builds the danger for dementia and kidney failure. These numbers are startling, yet here is something considerably all the more striking. Almost all the deaths, diseases, and handicaps brought about by hypertension are preventable. We simply aren't doing it. The Surgeon General's call to action to control hypertension takes note of that solitary one of every 4 individuals with high blood pressure to have it under control. As a cardiologist, I think this is unsatisfactory, so I have concocted the 3 most significant things I need every one of my patients to think about bringing down their circulatory strain, and perhaps saving their lives. 1. Know your numbers, if conceivable. Check your blood pressure at home. Reliable automatic blood pressure cuffs, get the ones that wrap around your upper arm, are inexpensive and widely available. In spite of the fact that it is enticing to depend on the pulse from your primary care physician's visits, the fact of the matter is these blood pressures are bound to be incorrect than not. Routinely checking your circulatory strain at home, it's basically essential to sit discreetly for 5 minutes prior to taking it, will set you up to be your own pulse master and help manage your PCP in the best treatment choices for your pulse. Converse with your PCP about how regularly to check your circulatory strain and when. Void your bladder beforehand, and wait for at least 30 minutes after exercise, smoking, or drinking caffeine. 2. Treat the reason for your high blood pressure. Treat the reason for your high blood pressure. If you had a consistently running kitchen faucet, you wouldn't treat it by bringing a mop, you would turn the faucet off. A similar rationale applies while treating your circulatory strain. In the event that you have a reason, the best treatment will take out the reason. 3. Common causes for high blood pressure include sedentary way of life. Even unassuming degrees of movement can bring down your circulatory strain and limit prescriptions. Eating exceptionally prepared food, particularly if high in sodium, being at an undesirable weight, losing 5% to 10% of your weight can bring down your circulatory strain so a lot or more than any medicine. Excess alcohol, more than a drink a day, can increase your blood pressure. Untreated rest apnea, experts estimate 30% to 50% of individuals with hypertension have rest apnea, generally untreated. If you snore, don't awaken feeling rested, or your accomplice sees you intermittently quit breathing while snoozing, inquire as to whether you should be checked for rest apnea. Primary aldosteronism, this is a hormone issue once thought to be very uncommon, yet late examination has demonstrated it to be generally normal. In the event that your pulse isn't all around controlled on a few medications, inquire as to whether high aldosterone levels could be the reason. Converse with your primary care physician about the thing that might be causing your hypertension. Unquestionably hereditary qualities are significant, yet specialists gauge half or a greater amount of hypertension is brought about by factors we have authority over. 3. Take your medications. However, if you realize your pulse is routinely more than 130/80ths even in the wake of doing everything you can to treat hypertension causes, not taking your circulatory strain prescriptions puts you at higher danger of respiratory failure, stroke, and early passing. The first-line blood pressure medications are effective, inexpensive, and have a low risk for side effects. It is basically imperative to work with your primary care physician to have a procedure for treating your pulse that sounds good to you and controls your blood pressure. Albeit hypertension regularly doesn't cause indications, its impacts on our well-being are conceivably decimating. In any case, you have more control than you may have realized to lower your risk for heart attack, stroke, and early death. By following the 3 steps above, you are well on your way to controlling your blood pressure, and not becoming a statistic. Please feel free to give your comment if you face any difficulty here. Subscribe to our channel for more videos. Thanks for watching.